What's up, party people? How's everybody doing? I'm hoping everybody's having a beautiful day. I have, what is this on the right thing? I don't know if this is on the right thing. Okay, it's not on the right thing. Okay, it wasn't. It was on the right thing. Okay, boom. There we go. How's everybody doing today? I'm hoping everybody's having a beautiful day. Today we talking about Boosie Badass. Now I am concerned if I'm on the correct YouTube account. I think I am. But today we are talking about Boosie Badass. We actually have a lot to discuss with this guy. Um, I have some Vlad things to discuss with him. I have some Math Hoffa things to discuss. Not bad for Math Hoffa, by the way. But I just wanna make a point about Math Hoffa. And not negative, because math ain't do shit wrong. Um, but what I'm gonna explain is gonna let you understand why I'm not so mad at Vlad. I think y'all be really going off on Vlad, like y'all don't really know what this culture is about nowadays. So we're talking about Boosie Badass, we're talking about Casanova 2 times, and we're gonna still be talking about the mistrial because it happens tomorrow. So we got one more day to talk about the possibility of a mistrial, and for the YNW Melly case, we got one more day to talk about the possibility of a mistrial. So we're going to talk about that today also. With that being said, I want to say something before the show gets started. So, you know what? I'm just going to leave it alone. I'm not going to talk about it. Next Sunday, this Sunday, I was trying to get out there and I was going to film some basketball. The only reason, there's a reason why I didn't. Um, I don't want to explain the reason, but we really need more support on the channel. If this is a channel that you want to be around, I really need the support to come through because literally there's things that y'all want me to do that I just can't do. And I don't feel comfortable telling y'all that I'm trying to do these things because then if it fall through, then it sounds like I was doing something I really wasn't trying to do. I was really trying to make the thing happen. I just wasn't able to because of a lack of resources. So I try not to tell y'all about nothing anymore, because my resources aren't appropriate, or I don't have any resource to appropriate to damn near anything. So with that being said, I just gotta say, I saw the lady that I think the manager or the owner of the freaking supermarket today, and I want to say something because I rag on the supermarket a lot. So I want to make sure that we're clear on something. There's a couple of cashiers, like 2 cashiers in a whole entire supermarket that are great at their job and they're wonderful women. And I just have nothing but all the blessings for you. And I hope all the good things happen to you in your life. When I show up to the supermarket and you guys are not there, it causes me anxiety. That's one. Two, the people that work at the food counter, you guys are incredible. I love the service that y'all give. You guys are just incredible. I appreciate the candor. I appreciate the conversation. They also have a lady that works in the meat section. She's absolutely great. A lot of the actual workers that stock the shelves are great. The issue I have with that supermarket is that that supermarket is dedicated to trying to gaslight me every time I go in there. So whenever I go in the supermarket, there's either people waiting in front of the supermarket to yell shit at me, there's people in the supermarket to yell shit at me, or if they can't yell shit at me on the fucking when I'm going in the supermarket or while I'm there, they wait for me to have to go pay and then they hold the line up so people could come stand next to me and yell shit at me. I fucking hate that supermarket, and the people that run it, I 100% believe are devil worshippers because all of that shit, gaslighting, that's witchcraft. Trying to yell shit at people, trying to subconsciously manipulate people, that's witchcraft. So I 100% believe that that key food is ran by devil worshippers. And I just had to say that this morning because they gotta be devil worshippers. That's just what I believe because there's no reason for them to be so dedicated on trying to destroy my dreams or trying to make me give up or not believe in myself. God never tries to make you not believe in yourself. You feel me? So I think them niggas is devil worshippers. Period. Not every single worker, but the people that run that supermarket, they are devil worshippers. And I believe that, and there's probably nothing that's gonna happen that's gonna make me believe different. With that being said, let's get to the actual fucking show. Saw that damn lady this morning. They devil worshippers, man. They might not even know they devil worshippers. They might be doing all the devil worshiping without calling out to the devil. You understand? With that being said, let's get to the actual show. So, Boosie, badass. I'm going to say two things, and I know a lot of people are going to be mad at me. It might be best for black people around the world if he just went and did his time. I'm going to say that again. It might be best for black people around the world if Boosie just went and did his time. Now, before I explain to you why this idiot is locked up in jail, he is an idiot. Before I explain to you why this idiot is locked up in jail, because he did two things that was just too egregious. Before I explain this, though, I need to explain something else. Every single thing that Boosie does is bad for our community. He's constantly encouraging terrible behavior. There's a ton of kids that watch him. He constantly gives out terrible. If he sees somebody doing some shit that they're not supposed to do, he encourages it. He wants people to keep it real till it goes wrong. I'm going to say that again. Boosie Badass wants people to keep it real until it goes wrong. And to either somebody die or you end up in jail. Now, he did two things that is just too egregious for me. The first thing was this. He goes on Math Hoffa. I want y'all to stop talking about Vlad. I'm going to explain why. He goes on Math Hoffa. Math Hoffa's not a journalist, fam. He's your homeboy. Math Hoffa needs to get an actual journalist on the program with him. Copy? All of you street niggas that's doing podcasts, if y'all don't have a journalist on there with them, with y'all, you are doing harm to your guests. What up, AD? You are doing harm to your guests. Now I'm going to explain something. He asked Boosie a question about what do you do when the police pull you over and there's a firearm in the car. That's not a question that you fucking ask without prepping. You have to prep. There's a pre-fucking interview. Y'all know this, right? Before a real interviewer interviews you, he does a pre-interview where y'all try to get some kind of discourse between, y'all try to get some kind of, feel for each other, conversation, the way that you talk. You try to get familiar with one another. It's a pre-interview. We gonna be there. It's a pre-interview. Well, we gonna try to be there. For everybody that want to make sure that I don't miss Cass's interview, somebody put the Cash App in the chat. Pull up to the Cash App today. Somebody put the Cash App in the chat. Make sure I don't got no excuses. Make sure I don't got no excuses. Somebody put the Cash App up in the chat. A couple of y'all pull up to the Cash App. Let's make sure I don't got no excuses. All right, there's going to be, there's literally can only be one excuse. But we got to make sure I don't got no excuses. Now listen and pay attention. What up, Lamar? What up, Keller? Listen and pay attention. He asked a question that you don't ask without prepping. There's a ton of questions that you could ask that are snitch questions. That's a snitch question. Shout out to Punch. Punch said that shit one time. Not Punch. Dom is Live said that shit one time. I can't get off of it. Snitch questions. That's a snitch question, fam. What do you do if you don't prep your guests? Listen to what, if you don't prep your guest on the show, listen to what Boosie said. Boosie basically said, we get the youngest person that's with us to take the fucking charge. Y'all still want y'all kids hanging out with Boosie? Y'all still want y'all kids listening to Boosie's content? Y'all still want y'all kids loving Boosie's and his music? If your kid was hanging out with Boosie and the police pulled up, he's sending your kid to jail. I'm going to say that again. If your kid is with Boosie and the police pulled up, he's sending your kid to jail. Now I got a whole nother question. Why don't y'all think Boosie works for the government? I'm not saying he does, but what makes you think that he don't? He's out here encouraging kids to do all of the things to get themselves killed, go to jail, or kill somebody, right? Those are the main things he push. You got to keep it all the way real. You have to be the realest nigga on the street. There's nobody that could be realer than you. Mind you, he just got off of the death row. He just beat death row. He could have came out and just been cool. He could have came out and just dropped music. He could have came out and gave good advice. He could have came out and said, yo, kids, I know I keep telling y'all before, I was telling y'all keep it real, but keeping it super real got me caught up in jail. Shout out to Brooklyn NASDAQ. Salute. I gotta call you today. Keeping it super real got me locked up in jail, almost got me put on death row. Kids, I don't want y'all on death row. We got to change this behavior. He could have came out on that type of time. He didn't come out on that type of time. He came out on the we the realest niggas in the hood time. Now I'm going to explain something to you. Anyone else asked that question might have had a smarter response and just said something like, what gun? We don't ride around with wet firearms on us. Shout out to Chakar SP. Somebody put my Cash App in the chat. We don't roll around with firearms on us. What gun are you talking about? Me and my peoples ain't never been in a car with a gun. What does he say? Oh, we get caught with a gun. We're going to make the youngest person with us take the charge. There's things that you say and things that you don't say. That's not something he was supposed to say. Now, why is this such a big deal? Boosie, on his own Instagram, posted a photo, or a photo was posted by him or the people that work for him, with a firearm in his back pocket. Then the police went, followed him on a helicopter when they're watching his IG. Copy? They followed him on a helicopter, stopped the vehicle, found the gun in the vehicle, in the back seat where he was sitting. They said when they pulled him over, they could tell he was fidgeting around in the back seat. Question, y'all don't got tints on your back windows? That's a whole nother question. That was somebody else's Instagram. It was somebody's Instagram. I'm going off of the information that I got. It was posted on Instagram. That's good enough? They said the dude that posted it is a CI, so you are correct. It was somebody else's Instagram. They said the dude that posted it is a CI. I don't know how true that is. That's what I heard. Why do y'all niggas, when y'all if you hanging out with 10 people, there's at least 3 CIs there, fam. Y'all all street niggas. You hanging out with 3 niggas. There's at least 3 CIs there. There's 10 niggas. 30% of you niggas is working with the cops. I don't care if that's your brother, cousin, your block cousin, you know, your other cousin, niggas that's really family that you grew up with, but you're not blood. Some of them niggas be more solid than niggas that's blood. Some of them niggas be more solid than the niggas that got the same blood running in their veins as you. Some of them be more solid than your brothers. Them dudes from the block that you grew up with. Some of them are snitches. Some of them are working with the cops. Some of them dudes that's on the block that's constantly talking about, yo, I'll punch that nigga in the face. That nigga working with the cops. Why do you think he's so ready to get involved in bullshit? Because he know he got somebody that he could call and get off. You think the police is going to have somebody that's giving them intel locked up if they could keep them free? I agree with you, Red Wolf. AD says we need to get more of these degenerates off the street. Look, fam, I'm just going to bring this up. We have a hate issue in America, just in general. My nigga, I can't go to the supermarket. You understand this? Shout out to KB. I'm going to say KB because I don't want to say your real name. For the support for the channel for Taxstone's trial. We already got something sent for Taxstone's trial. Salute. Anybody else giving any support for Taxstone's trial? Make sure I don't got no excuses. I'm going to be there. Pull up to the Cash App or to the PayPal or to the, well, the Super Chat isn't, if you just want to support the platform, pull up to the Super Chat. Also, everybody should be joining Green Team, y'all. Keller. Appreciate you, Keller. Boom. That was a drop from Keller. A $10 drop from Keller. Definitely appreciate you. We need more people to pull up to the Cash App and to the Super Chat. I'm giving good content. You people are enjoying it. Come support the platform. You enjoying the shit I'm doing, fam. How you gonna come in here and watch me every day and be like, I hated every minute of it? But we got a problem in America that has to deal with hate. And since our perspectives have been shifted so much, people don't even know sometimes that they doing hateful shit. Like, I go to the supermarket. I'm going there to buy food, fam. I'm not going to the supermarket to hear about how I should quit doing YouTube. I'm not going to the supermarket to hear how much some of the women in the neighborhood hate me. I'm not going to the supermarket for any of that. I'm not going to the supermarket for the cash register lady to decide how I could pay for the food that I'm buying. I'm not going to the supermarket for any of those things. I get way more at that supermarket negative shit. It's not. I've been in such a great mood the last couple of days, and I think literally it's because I haven't been going to the supermarket. Shout out to Amsterdam. Salute. I think it's literally because I haven't been going. I've been in a great mood lately. I think it's literally because I have not been going to the supermarket. I've been literally eating Burger King instead of going to the supermarket. Literally. I need milk, fam. And I did not want to go to the supermarket to get milk this morning, so I just bought 2 coffees. Real talk. When I go to that other store to buy coffee, I don't have to hear about how I should quit YouTube. I don't have weirdos running up to me trying to yell bullshit at me. The store's dangerous, but I don't have all that other shit that I don't want to deal with. Anyway, let's get back to the show. Salute to the support to the channel. So look, listen, pay attention. Helicopter follows Boosie. They stop Boosie. They find a gun in the area that Boosie's in. Right? They previously have Boosie saying that if he's found with a gun, he's gonna put it on somebody else. And for everybody that don't know, I think Boosie is facing a minimum of like 5 to 15 or some shit like that. And now I'm gonna say something. And I don't know if I should start doing this because I'm not trying to make enemies out there. But I'm gonna say this. A lot of these rappers are not in jail specifically because they're snitches. Y'all keep thinking that it's because these niggas got great lawyers. Yeah, they got great lawyers. They got great lawyers that know how to hide their snitching. Just so you know. So if Boosie don't get at least 5 years, fam, I'm sorry. I don't think he's any good. If he don't get at least 5 years, I don't think he's any good, fam. You can do what you want with it, though. You can literally do what you want with it. There's no reason in the world why Boosie shouldn't get time right now. Now, somebody put in the comment, am I saying who's snitching? I'm just saying that there are snitches. So you saying that snitches don't exist, Nitty Brim? Nitty Brim says snitches don't exist, y'all. I'm going to get people on with my show, by the way. Now you see the type of people that want to come have conversations with me. Could we have some other people try to have conversations with me, please? Could we have some other people? Not people that come in here and try to act like snitching don't exist at all unless I could prove it. Nobody's ever snitched. There's never been a snitch. No, you're right. There's never been a snitch. There's no reason to go back and forth with me, Nitty Brim. I'm saying you're right. Now I'm moving on to what I want to talk about. Copy? You coming here trying to get blocked. What the fuck are you talking about? Please don't block you. Anyway, he about to disrespect me in a minute when I start ignoring him. Watch. And no, you did say that. You said, basically, if you saying they snitching, then prove it. That's literally you implying that I don't know what I'm talking about. You see, people that don't know how to use the English language, they're gonna side with you. They're gonna say you didn't say that, but you're literally implying that I don't that snitches, that they aren't rappers snitching. Even though we know that Tekashi exists, even though we know that Gunna exists, even though we know these people exist, you're arguing with me whether rappers are snitches or not. Thank you, Ganju. You know rappers that snitch. Now I'm kicking you because agreeing with me has nothing to do with anything. There you go. Bang. Now you going. I told you. Once you come in here and say that I'm saying something I'm not saying or doing something I'm not doing, I don't want to discuss it. I'm just straight kicking you. Anyway. Stop talking to people that's accusing you of doing things that you're not doing. You feel me? They know they lying. Anyway. So, homeboy, just so we could be clear, and I want to be clear, and I have not mentioned Juneteenth. I just want to, the elephant in the room. I haven't mentioned Juneteenth, and I'll explain real quick. I don't like celebrating holidays that aren't in the Bible. I don't have anything against you celebrating anything. I think that that's your right. But I personally don't really like celebrating shit that's not in the Bible. Because when we celebrate the shit that's in the Bible, when we celebrate the days that's set aside, that God set aside, that brings us favor from God. So just keep that in mind. I'm not telling you what to celebrate. I'm not telling you what to not celebrate. I'm just asking that you don't tell me what to celebrate and tell me what to not celebrate. That's it. Anyway, with that being said, I'm going to move on. For everybody that don't know, Juneteenth is a very important day to Black people in America. And what I will do is look in the Bible and see, is there a holy day that is around this particular area, so I can find something for us to celebrate during Juneteenth that we should be celebrating. Like, I want to do a whole Hanukkah thing this year. This year, I want to do a Hanukkah thing because I don't celebrate Christmas. So I do want to do a Hanukkah thing this year. I think that that'll be lit if we do a Hanukkah thing. If we get our finances straight, maybe we do a Hanukkah thing and I give away a thing. What every day in Hanukkah, I give away a small something or other. Get a Hanukkah thing going. We got to see how our resources is by the time Christmas come around. With that being said. AD says, I can't wait till the day we see brothers rapping positive and going mainstream. That's not going to happen again. But I love to see brothers rapping positively and the community that is supposed to accept it. That's what we should. That's more, I think. I'm not saying the thing you're asking for isn't going to happen. I'll take that back. I just don't think it's very likely. If they put somebody positive in mainstream, they're gonna be rapping about you don't think it's gonna happen either, right? If they put somebody positive in mainstream, that means that they're gonna be rapping about, LGBT, the Alphabet Boys, positive. It's gonna be like feminist positive, like that's what they consider to be positive nowadays. So they will be people that's coming out rapping about those things that they are going to consider to be positive rappers, depending on your perspective of the situation is how you're going to accept it. That's just the way that I feel. They're going to say, but that person's rapping positive, that person is saying, the help children transition to the opposite sex. They're going to consider that. They're going to consider that positive. You understand what I'm saying? Helping children transition to the opposite sex. That's going to be positive music for this day and age. Right? That's what the Democrats say, right? As far as the Democrats is concerned, the greatest thing you could do is turn a little boy into a little girl and vice versa. As far as the Democrats are concerned, so. That's been their entire agenda since Trump was in office, and y'all still voted Biden into office. So I don't know what to tell you. I can't vote for that. I'm sorry. I don't care what else they're offering. I can't vote for that. I'm not here to bash anybody or speak down on anybody, so I'm going to move off of this topic. I do think that people have the right to be whatever the fuck they want to be. If you want to transition to the opposite sex, that's on you, fam. I just don't think options like that should be given to children. Like, nobody's giving a child the option of, do you want to drink beer at 11? Do you want to, those aren't options. Why? Because those are adult decisions. And I think sex is an adult decision. So if sex is an adult decision, then that means whether you are a boy or a girl and whether you want to change from being one to the other should also be an adult decision. So that's the only issue I have on that. Other than that, I think people should do whatever they want to do. Also, I just want to add this, and I'm not trying to be an ass, but there are a lot of people that's coming out that had these transitions. There are a lot of people that had these transitions that are actually speaking out against these transitions. A lot. Like, there are a lot of people, men and women, saying that they wish that the government wouldn't have allowed for them, like they didn't know any better. They were children, they were young, they didn't know any better. I'm not right now as the children, but you know what I'm saying? Like, they didn't know, they didn't know that this is what it was going to be like. Why won't they let me view the message? No. I'm not supporting or supporting it. What I'm saying is that those are decisions that should be made by adults, period. Children shouldn't be making these decisions. Period. A child is only what you turn it into, Finn. So if you raising your child to be a thing, or you raising your what the manner that you raise your child in is what your child is going to turn into. Your child isn't going to become what you tell your child to become. Your child is going to become what your child's experiences are. So if you are one of those parents that just don't have the ability to be able to be around your child because you got to do a shitload of work, you got to go pay the bills, you work a 9 to 5, and then you work another, you know, 6 to 11. You know what I'm saying? Like they're killing you out here in order to be able to support your family. Now, with that being said, maybe go get a husband and a wife. One of the main reasons why they want to keep us single is because while we're single, we don't have anybody to pool our money with so we could get out of poverty. As long as they keep us single, as long as they keep us separated, as long as they keep our women hating our men and our men hating our women, we'll never come together. That's why you see a lot of men, and this is a fucked up thing to say, but that's why you see, first of all, black men marry black women at a higher rate than any other race of people are marrying inside of their races. Just so we can be clear, I think. I'm pretty sure on this. At least last time I checked. So black men are marrying black women at a higher rate than any other American. Like, that's the majority of the people that we're marrying, just so we can be clear. But they're trying to keep us separate because you need two incomes in a household. You understand? So they want to keep us separate because by keeping us separate, we can't pool our money together and do better. You understand what I'm saying? This shit to keep on your mind. This shit to be focused on. That's all. Just shit to be focused on. Like, I'm in a wild situation because I have a platform. So let's say I go date somebody that has a job. I'm bringing somebody in that already has resources. That's great. But let's go say I date somebody that don't got a job. I have opportunity. All that person has to do is not be lazy. You understand what I'm saying? Imagine if that person's a go-getter themselves and I have all of this opportunity. So literally, me dating anybody is a win. That's what I mean. I just got to be careful because if I date the wrong person, I'm done. If I date the wrong person, I'm done. So that's why I don't really. You're not gonna see me out there trying to holler at everything. You're not gonna see me out there trying to bang everything. Sometimes females think just because they're attractive, a nigga's supposed to be falling all over them. I don't come from that world. I promise you. I know a lot of y'all is fine, but I promise you. I promise you. I promise you. If you take if you take a list of the broads that I've done been with in my life, whether it be a one night stand or whether it been an extended relationship, there's gonna be more times where you're gonna probably say, damn, that dude is dating badder chicks than I dated. Then you're gonna say, oh, what the fuck is he doing? There's gonna be way more times. Unfortunate, God be blessing me. And I generally don't even date women that got that. Generally, I probably only dated one or two girls that even smoke. Most of the women I date don't smoke or drink. Because when I'm happy, I don't smoke or drink. You get it? So most of the women I date don't smoke or drink. Anyway, let's get back to the conversation. My fault. I got you. Got us all caught up. I'm never gonna say sorry for telling the truth. That's one. I just would never do that. I'd rather pass away. Because after I die, God is gonna ask me, why did I say sorry for something that I was right about? And that's gonna show not having faith in him. You get it? So I'm never gonna apologize about something that I was right about. I don't care. And they owe me apologies, by the way. With that being said, let's get back to this. They owe me. They can't apologize enough to me. Is my point. So there's no reason for us to ever speak again. They can't apologize enough. There is no level of apologies that they could give me that will make everything okay. It's not a level. With that being said, let's get back to the show. I'm sorry about that. I'm having a conversation with somebody I kicked out the chat. With that being said, Boosie's in the car. Police use a helicopter. And just so we can be clear, I want to just explain the chain of events. And this is why I'm pretty sure the dude that posted it, when somebody said that this person was a CI, and then now I have this new information, I 100% believe they was a CI. Listen. Boosie didn't post it on his account. So whoever account they posted it on was being monitored. I'm going to say this again. Boosie didn't post it on his account. So whatever account it was posted on was being monitored. That's one. Two, who the fuck posts a picture of a nigga that we all know is a felon with a gun in their pocket? That's two. Three, as soon as he posted it, the police helicopter came to the scene and followed Boosie in the car. You know how much different this situation would be if Boosie made a stop before they stopped him? This would be a totally different situation. Boosie just didn't make a stop, as far as I can tell. If he makes a stop, goes inside of a place, comes outside of the place, and then drives off, and then something happens, it's probably a different situation. Now, with that being said, what Boosie is facing is 5 to 15. He's a felon that was caught with a gun. Is there a possibility that he'll get 5? Is there a possibility that he'll get 5? 100% a possibility he'll get 5. Do I think he'll get 5? I have no idea. Do I think he should get 5? No. I'm going to explain to you about sentencing that y'all need to understand. You are usually sentenced based on the whether they think that you have a propensity to commit the crime again. So let's say you commit a crime and they're like, you are not remorseful. Most likely, the next time you have an opportunity, you're going to commit this same crime. Then they're going to give it to you on the deep end. You understand? They're going to say, let's say you got a 5 to 15. They think you're going to commit the crime the very next opportunity. They might give you 12. They might give you 11. They might give you 14. They might give you the whole 15. You get it? Now, we pay attention to Boosie's behavior. What is Boosie's behavior? He's constantly encouraging all of this shit that get niggas caught up. He's constantly encouraging all of the shit that's illegal. He's constantly encouraging all of the shit that gets people killed in the hood. He's the realest of the real. Nobody can tell him nothing. He's always gonna err on the side of ignorance. What has he done, said, or how has he behaved that the judge should be lenient? Put it in the chat. What has Boosie done that the judge should be lenient? What has Boosie done that the judge said, you know what? What has Boosie done where the judge said, you know what? I think you're a good guy. What has Boosie done? I'm here. I'm listening. Explain. What incentive does the judge have that if he gives Boosie less time or no time, that Boosie is going to come out and conduct himself in a manner that he's going to be a positive influence to the community? His whole entire shtick is to be the opposite of positive to the community. Is there any reason in the world why somebody think that Boosie should get the minimum or he should get no time? Any reason? Put it in the chat. And I would love if somebody comments other than the people that hate me. I would love if somebody else comments. I would just love it. I don't think anybody else is gonna comment, but I would love it. If I didn't just have to keep kicking I know every time a comment comes, it's kind of dope when I don't have to just keep kicking people. And usually the shows are shorter when it's just me just in here kicking people because I just get tired of it. In any regard. What time is it? This is gonna be one of those shows, so I'm not gonna hold y'all all day. It's 10:19. This is gonna be one of those shows where the only people that's gonna comment is the people I don't like and that don't like me. So I'm not gonna hold y'all. We probably just gonna be up here another couple more minutes. Then I'm just gonna go find something else to do. Give me 1 second. I hate when there's a message and it says, "Oh, all right." So I'm assuming that all of y'all want me to turn the live off because ain't nobody commenting but the person that hates me. So I'll just finish this off real quick and then we out of here. All right. So Boosie 1 snitched on himself on Math Hoffa. I'm going to just cover this Math Hoffa angle real quick. I was going to probably take like 40, 50 minutes on it, but I'll do it fast as shit. Hold on, Trojan man. I got to finish with this conversation. If you still around when I finish with this conversation, I'm cutting it dumb quick. So the conversation's almost over because the only person in here is the people that hate me. So there's no reason for me to be live. Only people commenting is the people that hate me, so there's no reason for me to be live. I haven't been going to that supermarket, so I've been having a wonderful couple of days. My life just feels better whenever I don't go to that supermarket. My whole life feels better. I think that supermarket should get investigated by the by whoever has something to do with I think they just need to be investigated. I think that supermarket need to be investigated. I just really don't like them. Like you have no idea how much I don't like them. I don't like going there. I just really don't like going there. Like they got good people that work there. Don't get me confused. I would not want those people to not have nowhere to support themselves. But I just hate going to that store so much. It just total anxiety. Every time I go in that store, it just pisses me off. You have no idea. Anyway, yeah, the supermarket. They trying to get me to give up on what I do. You understand what I'm saying? So I hate them. Anybody trying to get me to give up on what I do, you people, I think I don't even want to say the thing that I feel because God don't want us to talk that way. So I'm just gonna leave it alone. So Math Hoffa, I just want to address this Math Hoffa. What up, Lit? I just want to address this Math Hoffa situation real quick because I'm pretty sure I'm getting up off of here. Because the only people that's commenting is the people that hate me. So I don't want to have to keep. I don't want to deal with it. I could see if other people were also commenting, but the only people that's really commenting, like we got a couple of real niggas here now, but I tried speaking to the manager. I tried speaking to the person who says that they're the owner. I tried speaking to the manager. I tried speaking to the workers. I've spoken to at least 15 people there. And what the manager's like 2 or 3 people. And then there's another manager, that's 4. And then there's at least 6 register people that work at the registers that I tried to talk to. So about 9-10 people I tried to talk to. So they have to be doing it on purpose. Like, this has to be something that they're telling people to do. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it can't be by accident. You understand? It can't be. With that being said, and now we got some little kids and I'm just gonna say what it is. Yes, the supermarket people want me to quit YouTube. That's a fact. Them niggas is my arch enemies. The only people that's more of an enemy to them niggas than me is my family. Them niggas is my arch enemies. Period. Them people is my arch enemies. Period. I don't got no love for them. Anyway, let me talk about the Math Hoffa situation real quick. Remember how I always say I don't blame Vlad? Because I understand what Vlad is. These dudes like Math Hoffa, they're getting involved in a situation and they don't understand how it works. They just think you just go talk to the artist and that's what it is. But that's not really how it works. How it works is like this. Stop calling people on your platform that you're not calling in for a reason. That's 1. 2, I don't know if you dudes is doing pre-interviews, but please do a pre-interview. Especially if there's something that you feel like y'all need to talk about. If you don't like the person, then you blindside them. But you like the people that come on your fucking platform, Math. There's no need to blindside anyone. You find out what the dudes want to talk about, and y'all can literally only talk about that, and it will be entertaining because you all like each other. When Math Hoffa asked them about the gun in the car, that was a snitch question. It wasn't a snitch question because he asked. It was a snitch question because he didn't prep his guest. That's 1. 2, and this is the absolute most hilarious aspect of this whole entire situation. Listen and pay attention. This is the most hilarious part of the situation. Not only did he ask him the question, not only did freaking Boosie answer the question one of the worst possible ways to answer the question, but he then didn't fucking edit out the damn part. He could have just edited that out. You do know when you interview somebody, you should watch the whole interview back over to make sure that you're not putting out anything that you don't want to. Are they just interviewing people and pressing sin? Math is supposed to be the voice of the streets, asking hypothetical, incriminating, childish questions. Like, that is, shout out to K-Days, that is insane. I don't wish Boosie was smarter. But if Boosie was smarter, he wouldn't have, answered the question. If he was smarter, he wouldn't answer the question, fam. He would have laughed it off. He would have said, we don't ride around with guns. I don't know what you're talking about. How many different things could he have said? How many different things could he have said? How many different things could he have said? He could have said so many different things other than, you know, we keep a young dude around to take the gun charge. Guess what they're going to be playing in court if he takes this to trial? K-Day says, we all know that if a gun is in the car, it goes to one of the homies. Math has done this multiple times. He really don't be thinking. Are you sure he don't be thinking? Or do you think that maybe he knows that if he gets some of these guys on the platform, he asks them the right questions and say the right words, that they'll say the right things to make him go viral that might fuck them over? I'm running out of excuses for Math. I like Math and I like his platform, but I'm running out of excuses for him. Because at this point, I have to assume if you go on Math Haifa, you just dick riding. I have to assume this. Like, if you go on Math and you don't have a project currently going on, you dick riding. Math's what Math need to do. He need to go. There's a ton of people that got projects up. Contact them. Contact the people who got projects going on. Stop interviewing people that don't have no projects. See, that's what Vlad does. So that's why they have to talk about other shit and get other shit going. Because Vlad be literally talking to people that don't have nothing going on. When was the last time Vlad interviewed somebody that actually had a project going on? He usually interviewing people that ain't working at that time, or they just don't have an actual project. Tell me where the lie at. Why do you think they go on there and they be incriminating themselves? They don't be having nothing to talk about. I'm giving you the game, fam, and for free. And for the people that say that I don't got no game and I don't know what I'm talking about, how do you think I'm so accurate? Of course it's God-given. But why do you think I'm so accurate? How in the heck do you think I'm so accurate when I'm talking about whatever I'm talking about if I don't have no system? I have a system. You think I just have vision? People sometimes have visions. But you think I'm just running around having visions every 5 minutes? Or do you think I got a system? Which one you think it is? Put it in the chat. I want to know what y'all guys think it is. Do you think I have a system, or do you think I'm having visions? They're going to turn on Math in a minute. Watch. And then Math is going to say, but you're not mad at Vlad. Niggas is mad at Vlad. They're going to turn on Math in a minute. Give it probably a couple of more months. Before the end of this year, they're going to turn on Vlad. They're going to turn on Math. They're going to turn on him. I promise you. Somebody already called him Vlad Hoffa. They're going to turn on him. I promise you. I promise you. Boosie is so loved. He about to go do time on his ass. Shout out to the Art of D Glass. Hey, Art, you think you could put our Cash App up? Alien Boy says, I think it's experience how long you've been saying things. I think it's experience how long you've been saying things. My dude, I've been right about so much shit since we came on the internet. You know I've been doing this my whole life. This isn't something I just started doing since we got on the internet, fam. Shout out to D Candyman. This is something I've been doing my whole life. That's why niggas talk about me behind my back. That's why the people that you see trying to badmouth me don't be people that know me in real life. The people that know me in real life is scared of God and the things that He's been doing for me. It's them people that don't know me. They're the ones talking crazy. The people that know me in real life, they're not going to not go nowhere and talk about me crazy publicly. Nowhere. They scared of God, I promise you. I promise you. It's only these idiots that have never seen God work in my life before. Shout out to D Candyman. Shout out to all the D Glass. If you are enjoying this show in any aspect, pull up to the Cash App, PayPal, or the Super Chat. If you want to make sure that we don't have no problems tomorrow going to the sentencing, pull up to the Cash App. I need as many people to pull up to the Cash App today as possible. If you want to make sure that we don't have no problems and no situations tomorrow, and we can 100% be able to do what we need to do in order to make it to the hearing. I need a few people to pull up to the Cash App. Come be a part of us doing the thing. Come be a part of us doing the thing. Also, we have a whole hater in the chat. Could we just show the hater up? Could we just show the hater up? Could y'all just pull up to the Cash App to show the hater up? With that being said, somebody asked a question. Did I finish with the Math Hoffa thing? Make sure I finish with the Math Hoffa thing, and so I could engage in this conversation, and then Gasaki get off this shit. I hate that fucking key food. You have no idea how much I hate that key food. I don't like hating things. I don't like hating things, but I hate that key food. I just don't like those people. I just don't like those people. I don't like those people so much that if I don't really want to talk about them because I don't want to wish death on people. I really don't like those people. I don't like them a lot. They're just bad people. They're just bad people, and I hope God gives them everything they deserve. Let's get back to it. Oh God, give them everything they fucking deserve. I just can't stand those people. I'm so hungry and I want to go to the supermarket, but I just don't want to deal with it. So I'm just not gonna. I just eat hamburgers again today. I just don't. That's how much I don't like them. I just eat hamburgers again today. I don't want to deal with them. I don't like them. No, I don't gotta pay to get into court. Nobody said that at all. But the courthouse isn't right next to where I live, so I need transportation money and things and such. Nobody said anything about it, so I'm just gonna kick you. When I'm not living here no more, y'all not gonna see me ever again. And I'm looking forward to that. I'm not even lying to you. See, that's why I got to get off the live, because I'm thinking about certain things right now. And I'm thinking that I should go do certain things right now. So that's why I usually just get off of the live. But when I'm not on YouTube no more, if I'm ever homeless, y'all never going to see me again. I promise you, you're never going to see me again. The only way you're going to be able to see me is if you come back to the fucking channel and you look at my fucking videos. That's the only way. I promise you. And that's what type of time I'm on. It's get rich or die. Period. Anyway, I don't even want to get rich, to be honest with you. That's not even my goal. But it's to do the things that God put in my heart or die. Period. Those are the options. Period. And I don't care what nobody's saying. I don't care what nobody think about it. I can't wait to go through with it, by the way. I know I'm not gonna be here to say I told you so, but I can't wait to go through with it. And I hope there are some people that pull up on some of these people that said they never knew and say he told you so though. I hope some of y'all pull up on people and tell them after they say that they never thought that something like this would happen. I hope. I pray some of y'all pull up on these people and say, he told you so. What the fuck are you talking about? I hope so. I hope so. I mean, I don't think nobody will, but I hope so. Believe me, there's nothing in this world that I think about more. Anyway, see, now I'm thinking about that a lot. You know what I'm saying? Literally, that's like the only reason why I even be smoking weed now. When I start thinking about that, I go smoke weed so I can think about something else. So that's like literally all I think about all day, every day. If I die, I don't got no more problems. All my problems go away. I don't got nobody following me around. I don't got no stalkers. I don't have to go to that supermarket ever again. All I got to do is die. Anyway, tax stone sentencing is tomorrow. So all I got to do is die. I have no more problems ever again. That's the only way for me not to have no problems. If I stay alive, I'm gonna have problems. Anyway, I just want to talk about how much I want to die. So I see this is why I don't want to be on. This is why I be like, this is why I be asking y'all to put comments so I don't gotta see this shit because now that's all I'm thinking about. When I die, all of my problems go away. Every last problem. I think he's gonna get almost the max. I think they should give him 15. Oh wait, no, you're talking about Casanova. No, Casanova, I think he'll get about 15. I think he's gonna whatever time they give him, I think he's gonna end up. It's gonna average out to 11 more years. I think whatever time they give him, he's gonna end up serving 11 more years. I just think that for some strange reason. Maybe they hit him over the head. I don't think they're gonna hit him over the head. I think that Troy Ave, while he was on the stand, literally said things that alludes to he was partially to blame for the situation. Like we could all talk about all the tweets that all the tweets and all the mentions that I'm sorry, I just got the other shit on my mind. All the tweets and all the mentions that Taxstone put out, like Caxstone put out, right? You could talk about all that all you want, right? But at the end of the day, Troy Ave said he threw the first punch. Troy Ave literally said he started the situation. He threw the first punch. That's literally what Troy Ave said. Literally. So I don't think that the judge I think it would be not justice if the judge gave him the max. I don't think that would be justice. I don't think that'd be justice if the judge gave him max. That's my opinion, though. Obviously, everybody has a right to their own opinion. But I think that if the judge gave him a max, that wouldn't be justice, because Troy Ave literally got on the stand and said he threw the first punch. Troy Ave literally got on the stand and said that his bodyguard, the dude that lost his life, turned to him and said that he was going to throw the first punch, but Troy Ave beat him to it. So I don't see them. I don't see. I'm okay with the conviction, meaning the things that he was accused of, if he fired the gun, he's guilty of those things. Pardon me. The things he was found guilty of, if he fired the gun, he's actually guilty of those things, if he fired the gun. There's a question by some of the people who was literally at the place saying he didn't fire the gun. But those people also refuse to get on the stand. So I don't trust what they're saying. I don't want to hear you say he threw the gun, Troy Ave shot the gun and shot everybody up, and that's really what happened, but you're not going to get on the stand and say that. So, and I'm not talking about the gang niggas that if you get on the stand, you might get Boosie. I'm talking about this niggas that said this, that I heard say this, and they're allegedly not a part of no gang or nothing. Some of these people are activists. Some of these people are actually people who deal with politicians. So you couldn't take the stand because it was gonna mess up your street cred. So you rather be okay with somebody who you were saying innocent go to prison for damn near the rest of their life. So we're valuing the wrong thing. Like the wrong thing is being valued. You understand? Like we're valuing the wrong thing. The wrong thing is being valued. So I don't see any reason why Casanova should get the max. But you can't, I don't think you could give him the minimum either. And also, due to the fact he literally almost beat this charge, I don't think you should give him. They had to add all of the extra shit at the end. I just don't think that, I don't think any reason, I don't want to say that, because I think Judge Clyde is a good judge. I just don't think that he should, well, he ran his court very well. I don't know how his sentencing goes. But I don't think, me seeing the way Judge Clyde, I hope I'm saying it right. It's Clot, right? Not Cot. It's Clot. Me seeing the way Judge Clot has performed himself in court, I don't think he would give the max to a situation that's not, like, this isn't a slam dunk. Like, this wasn't a slam dunk. That's what I'm saying. It wasn't a slam dunk. There's just as much reason one way it wasn't a slam dunk. You understand? It wasn't a slam dunk. I got no problems. All my problems will go away. every problem. No problem. I mean, nobody's gonna care. Like after I'm going, nobody's gonna care. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I won't have no problem. The two most important things in the world is doing God's will and having no problems. I don't know if I could ever do God's will because I have so many problems. So I'm assuming I'm not. But if I die, then I don't got no problems. And if I'm already not doing God's will, I'm gonna go to hell anyway, right? So it don't matter. Anyway, He said YNW Melly about to be free. Um, the prosecution messed up so bad in the YNW Melly case. This was a slam dunk. The YNW Melly case is one of the biggest slam dunks I've ever seen in the history of slam dunks, other than the OJ trial, I guess. And OJ got off. So YNW Melly, there's a option, there's a chance. I don't know what to tell you. There's a chance. I don't think he's gonna get off. He might be able to escape the death penalty, but is that better? What up, First Class Empire? Is that better? I would much rather just get the death penalty than spend the rest of my life in prison. That's not even an option. I think they should give people the option that's spending life in prison. I think that you should have the option of whether you want the death penalty or not. And once you say you want the death penalty, you can't go back on it. I think there should be an option. I don't know. Maybe my perception of dying is just different than most people. I don't think it's a bad thing, fam. I don't think it's a bad thing. You die, you don't have no problems. You die, you don't have nobody stalking you. You die, you don't, like, all of the shit that's fucked up ain't here no more. You don't have to worry about it no more. So I'm not the one to talk about shit like this. All right, that's all I can say. You die, you don't have no problems, man. All your problems go away. I don't understand how that's bad. It's gonna hurt, but all your problems go away. You don't got no more problems. You don't have nobody stalking you. You don't have nobody trying to give up on your dreams. You don't have to give up on your dreams and then live with it. I'd much rather be dead than live with giving up on my dreams. That's not even a fucking choice. That's not. I don't know. That guy's just crazy. I think that's insane. That's just my opinion. No, I would much rather just get the death penalty than spend. I'd rather get the death penalty than spend 30 years in jail. I'd rather get the death penalty than spend 25 years in jail. I'd rather get the death penalty than spend 20 years in jail. I'd rather get the death, that, just so y'all know. Much rather. It's not even close. I don't understand why people think spending life in prison is better than getting the death penalty. So you committed a crime. That's a crime against God. It's a crime against the Bible. You're going to go to hell. So you rather just live your remaining years in prison? You might as well just die and go to hell. So you're going to live here suffering? So I don't understand it. It don't make logical sense to me. If I was on death row, I'd be asking my lawyers to push the date up, to be honest with you. And I'd be so pissed off at all of y'all motherfuckers out there like, no, let him just stay in prison for the rest of his life. And I'd be so pissed off at y'all. I'd be so pissed off. I'd be trying to get my date moved up. And I'm fine with the lethal injection. I'm fine with that. That's cool. I fuck the damn electric chair. Lethal injection, I'm fine with that. I'm just going to sleep, right? Shit, I wish I knew how to do that shit. Where the fuck is Dr. Kevorkian when you need him? Man? Wait, is he still alive? Can I contact him? I wonder if I could contact him. Basically, I'm saying you people should stop being scared of the unknown. Stop being scared of things that you don't even know what's going to happen. You don't know what's going to happen. Stop being scared. You don't know what's going to happen. Stop being scared. That's the message. How can you consider yourself courageous if you're scared of death? You're scared of dying, but you consider yourself courageous. How can you consider yourself courageous if you're scared of death? Explain that to me. How can you consider yourself courageous? How can you consider yourself courageous if you're out here helping evil people do evil? You can't be courageous. You get it? How can you consider yourself courageous if you're busy dedicating your life to destroying other people? You can't. Who said I'm moving? Tory Mosley? Who says I'm moving? You with them niggas? Who said I'm moving? You with them niggas? Yeah, after I'm not living here no more, after I don't live here no more, unless I'm moving to another apartment, you ain't gonna be seeing me no more. That's that. I'm leaving that as that, and you can take out of it whatever you want to take out of it. I would love for things to turn around. I would love for things to get better. But they've convinced everybody that you can't support the platform. So this is my income. This is how I work. I work from support from the people. I work for views. I work for donations, like every other YouTube content creator. People have convinced y'all that somehow when I do it, it's wrong, but when other people do it, it's okay. People have been convinced of this. They take my YouTube channel, then I mean, I'm fine with it. I already know what's going to happen. I'm almost 100% sure of what's going to happen. I'm almost 100% sure. And when I say I'm almost 100% sure, I'm like at the 95, 96 percentile. Like, I'm fine with it at this point. Like, it don't even give me butterflies in my stomach no more. Like, it used to, like, mess up my stomach a little. It don't even mess up my stomach no more. It don't make me nauseous. It don't, nothing. It just seems like the right thing to do. I'm just, might as well, might as well wait for the last moment. That's all. Might as well wait for the last moment. Like, I don't have those things no more that makes it, our brains are hardwired to make it so that when we're doing something that's going to cause us pain or harm, that our bodies won't do it. I don't even know if I have that anymore. Some weird shit happened the other day where I just almost fucking damn near, I'm not even going to say what it is, but I almost got really, really badly hurt because like my brain don't even operate like that no more. Like my brain don't avoid pain. I don't know how else to put it. You understand what I'm saying? I don't, I don't know how. You said there's somebody using my voice and pretending to be me. There's nothing I can do about that, right? It is what it is. So, you know, it is what it is. At some point after I'm gone, there's going to be people that's going to tell you about how good of a guy I really was. At first, people are going to not believe me. And then so many people are going to be like, this guy was really a good guy. And they're not going to understand why people hated me so much. Is there anything else y'all want to talk about? Because I got to get off of this. Is there anything else y'all want to talk about? If not, I'm just going to let y'all go and go about my day. I haven't seen Kuda B's interview with Vlad. I guess I'll look at it today. I have not seen Kuda B's interview with Vlad. What the fuck? What he said. Tell me what he said while we still here. Tell me what he said. What was he talking about? What was he saying? What was he talking about? What was he saying? But you know, Vlad wanted to ask him how he felt about Tekashi snitching on him. Tekashi didn't snitch on him. You want to know who snitched on? Pardon me. The person who snitched on Kuda B was whoever gave that footage to TMZ. A lot of people believe it to be Punch. I got reason myself to believe that Punch did that. That's who snitched on Kuda B. This is literally one of those situations. And this is a shame. But this is literally one of those situations where if you have people that get together and just lie on one person and then everybody else just goes with the lie because the person that's lying got people backing them up. The person that told on Kuda B was the individual that released that shit to TMZ because that's not even a charge unless it gets released to TMZ and TMZ posts it. You get it? So whoever was the person who released the shit to TMZ is the individual who told on Kuda B. He said he never shot at Chief Keef, but made it happen, and the shooter never got caught to this day, but Kuda B did the time for him. They know who the shooter is, fam. The shooter name came up in court, so Kuda lying. The shooter's name came up in court, fam. So Kuda B is lying. They have video surveillance. Remember? They were tailing Kuda B. That's how come they got the drinking receptacle that he used to get the DNA. And they got a fucking a cigarette. They were tailing Kuda B. How could they not know who fired the shot? I keep telling y'all, I know what Vlad does, fam. I 100% know what Vlad does. I 100% know what Vlad does. 100%. 100% I know what Vlad does. And I'm not mad at him because some of these same people that complain that Vlad is doing this and doing that then go on his fucking platform and do all of the things that they're complaining he's doing. So I cannot be mad at Vlad. That's why I cannot be mad at Matt Hoffa. Just understand what you get yourself involved in. Matt Hoffa is trying to catch up to Vlad, fam. That's the only reason for him to be asking snitch questions. And the only reason why that question is a snitch question because he didn't prep his freaking guest. Prep your guest. You ask them something, they fuck up, you cut it out. Nah, we can't let him say that on the platform. That shit gonna get him caught up with the feds. Cut that shit out. Cut the whole shit out. That's not that hard, fam. I did an interview with a dude once. The guy said a whole bunch of incriminating shit. I cut it out. You know, the motherfucker called me up and wanted to know why I took the shit out. And I had to sit there and explain to him. Look, man, if you want to go tell on yourself, you got to go do it on another platform, fam. We are trying to do something else over here. I know you think I'm trying to go viral, but I'm really not. I'm just trying to make a living. I'm not trying to go viral. Tori Mosley says, I wonder why the real shooter never got arrested. He must be working with the feds. They said they was trailing Cooler B. I'm pretty sure they wasn't trailing Cooler B. The motherfucker that was with Cooler B is the Fed. Why would they be trailing Cooler B, fam? Why in the fuck would the police be trailing Cooler B? Why would they be on Cooler B? The police. Why would the feds have a fucking tail on Cooler B? They didn't have a tail on Cooler B. Cooler B went around asking, trying to find a nigga that was going to shoot the block up. He didn't know that he asked the nigga that was already working for the feds. I'm not saying this is 100% what happened. I'm saying this is what it sounds like happened. I don't know this to be a fact, but this is what it sounds like happened, fam. Tell me where the lie at. Tell me where the lie at. Explain to me how that logic is incorrect. Put it in the chat. You notice people come in here and talk shit to me all day, but they can never explain to me why something I'm saying is wrong. Don't lose that point. Even when they try to say something I'm saying is wrong, they got to use illogical logic. They have to say, well, forget that happened, or let's pretend this thing that didn't happen happened. That's the only way they could even combat what I say. Other than just talking shit about me and saying things that's not true. We got 72 people here. Can we hit that like button and send out some notifications? Cooler trying to save face. No, I think he might be trying to save face. I'm not saying he's not. But also remember, Vlad might have just asked him a question he can't answer. He can't say the dude worked with the cops. He can't say the dude is a CI. He can't say the dude worked with the cops. He can't say that the dude is a CI. How can he say that? How? I literally live in a neighborhood where women are calling me gay because they want to fuck with me and I'm not giving them no attention. Literally. I am the last person that you could make believe don't look attractive, fam. I'm obviously attractive. I literally live in a community, in an area that I got to hear myself getting called gay all the time because there's women that want to fuck me and I'm not having sex with them. Just so we could be clear. And I'm not saying that to be full of myself or not. I'm saying that because somebody said something in the chat and I kicked them. So no, I'm not the guy that you could make convinced. I'm too attractive. Huh? You want to know why I don't get shaves? Because when I shave, I have problems with gay people trying to pick me up. That's why I don't get shaves. That's why I just let my hair grow. Because I don't want to deal with that. And that sounds insane. But I don't want to have to constantly be running into gay dudes telling them that I'm not interested. Because they don't believe you. They think go harder. You understand? They don't believe you. When gay niggas, you tell them that you're not in, they don't believe you. I 100% understand how women feel when y'all walking through the streets and niggas is staring. So I don't stare at women. I don't stare at women. So if you see me walking down the street and it look like I'm trying to not look at you, that's why. I know how it feels to have somebody that you don't want staring at you. I know how that feels. That shit feel disgusting. Tori Mosey says, Kuda also said he was never a part of Treyway. They all got to say that. Now, he was a contact with 6ix9ine. Wait, Kuda B wasn't a part of Treyway. He was part of a different gang. That he was never a part of Treyway, that he was a contact with 6ix9ine, and he was overseas before meeting Treyway. Where how Kuda popped up out of nowhere joining 6ix9ine when he met Treyway. No, Kuda was a part of a different organization. That's a factual statement. I forgot who though. He might be. I'm going to be quiet. But he's a part of a different organization. I just thought of something. He's definitely a part of a different organization. Somebody said, yo, you boring, Jack. I got 80 people in here. You go live. How about that? Let's see how many people you get in there. I got 80 people, 82 people in here with us right now. You said I'm still boring. You go live. How about you go live? You should go live whenever I'm going live and talk about different shit. Just act like I don't exist. That's why I don't get shaves, though. I had somebody recently, supporter of the platform. They was like, yo, Jack, you got to get a shave. You got to clean this shit up. You feel better about yourself. The problem is that you're not taking care of yourself, this and this and that. I'm not arguing with that, but I need to take better care of myself. Anyway, so, one, I'm not getting a haircut from out here in Coney Island because I don't like the way they treat me out here. So I'm definitely not going to be sitting in nobody's barber chair. That's not going to happen. Tori Mosley said he was in another gang, but it's weird how he's the first person in contact with 6ix9ine and helped introduce him to Treyway while CEO Chris was around. I don't think CEO Chris has anything to do with Tekashi's. Tekashi and CEO Chris, I believe, are just two different entities. Copy. I don't believe one thing had anything to do with the other. And he was introduced by Treyway. Was it through Kuda B or was it through somebody else? I believe it was through a manager of some kind. I think it was manager Chris. There's a manager named Chris. I met him. He's a cool dude. So I believe he was introduced to Treyway through that guy. That guy and Seiko Billy. Just so we could be clear. And Seiko Billy. Just so we could be clear. So that's how he acquired that particular position. Or knowing each other, whatever the case is. That's how that happened. So no, I don't think that is at all, not even a little bit. I don't think those two things have. I don't think there's any correlation. I don't think they connect. I'm not saying they don't. I'm just saying I don't see where they connect. Just so we can be clear. I just don't see it. And CEO Chris is the dude that got everybody caught up. Absolutely caught up. Caught up something bad. If he ever wants to interview, actually, I think he should interview with us. I'll conduct the interview like I usually generally do. I'll let I give whoever the opportunity to say some things. I got some questions I want to ask that I don't think anybody else would ask. It's like I got some questions to ask Shotty. I don't think anybody else will ask. And I got some questions to ask 6ix9ine. I don't think anybody is going to ask. And they're all good questions, and they aren't going to necessarily make the person look bad or good. Or good, just so we can be clear. Anything else y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. I really don't want to go to that supermarket. Like, you have no idea. I think I'm just gonna go get hamburgers. I hate going to that supermarket so much. You don't understand. That's like one of the places I hate the most on earth right now. You have no idea. Kuda said he helped them pass around the red flags for the first music video they shot, even though he didn't know the Treyway guys neither. Maybe just in the neighborhood. No, I'm not saying he didn't know Kuda B. I'm not saying that at all. Kuda B was there. I'm saying Kuda B was part of a different gang. And I'm saying I don't think him knowing Kuda B has anything to do with CEO Chris. And I also don't think him having any relationship with Treyway has anything to do with CEO Chris or Kuda B. I think him having a relationship with Treyway has something to do with something else. And I think that him having a relationship with Kuda B has nothing to do with anything that has to do with CEO Chris. Just so we can be clear, it sounds like you think I'm saying something other than what I'm actually saying. I'm saying these are all things that happen, but they could have happened independently of one another. They didn't all have to happen in the same. There's no correlation, I don't think. I don't believe there's any correlation. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong. I want to say something so bad. I'm going to be quiet, though. Anything else y'all want to add? Put it in the... anything else y'all want to ask me? Put it in the chat. Oh, we made it to 11 o'clock. YouTube should have it. So all Gmail accounts are connected, right? They're already connected for everybody that don't know. If you kick somebody's Gmail account, YouTube should have it so that person can't come back to your page for at least 30 days with any account. Do you think it's interesting that Kuda is out after a few years on Rico when he was caught setting up a shooter for a famous rapper? No. Everybody in that Treyway case got favorable sentencing. With the exception of, I forget his name right now. I'm so sorry about this. But with the exception of homeboy that shot Snow Billy, everyone in Treyway got favorable sentencing. With the exception of dude that shot Snow Billy and the exception of the individuals that went to trial. Everybody got favorable. So why would I think that I think it would be more suspicious if he didn't get favorable sentencing. Right? That would be more suspicious, right? Not that he got favorable sentencing. That just sounds like it makes sense to me. Right? Does that make sense? What do you think, Tori Mosley? Put it in the chat. I want to hear what you think about that. That would make more sense, right? Everybody got favorable sentencing, fam. Why should Kuda B have not also got favorable sentencing? Everybody got the low end of the sentencing, with the exception of, I believe, the individual for the attempt murder, and with the exception of the people that took it to trial. Everybody got the short end of the sentencing. I don't understand what you're not understanding about what I'm saying, Tori Mosley. I'm not saying that he did or he didn't give information. What I'm saying is that I don't think that that's enough that he got favorable sentencing, being every single individual got favorable sentencing. So if there's more that you want to add to this, I don't think just the favorable sentencing proves anything, because everybody generally got favorable sentencing. Is there anything else that you want to add for consideration? I'm also not saying you're wrong, just so we can be clear. Maybe he did help the government. Maybe that's why his sentencing was what it was. I don't know. Oh shit, that should say 8%. Hold on. I gotta plug this shit into something else to charge it. What's the other charger looking like? That should say 8%, fam. This shit is not gonna make it if I stay online any longer. Hold on. Which charge is this? Oh, that's why. Listen, that charger don't do shit. Hold on. All right, let's plug it into that one. Let's see what happens. And then we check it after a minute, and then if it's still doing what it's doing, then we go plug in the battery. The battery will work better. Wasn't cool to be have given the feds information to get favorable. Everybody got favorable sentencing. Also, there is an assumption that somebody So I'm going to talk about an allegation that's out there. I'm not saying that this happened. So if anybody is saying that I'm saying this happened, they are lying. I got to say a whole bunch of this stuff before I actually say the thing, because somebody is going to lie on me. So I have to say a whole bunch of stuff. So give me 1 second. I am not saying that this happened. I'm saying that somebody told me that this happened. I'm not going to say whether this person is a believable person or not. And I'm also not going to tell you if they gave me other information that was correct or not. I'm not going on any of that. I'm literally just saying that this thing that I'm about to say is something that someone said to me. I do not know if it's true. I'm not saying whether the person has a vendetta against the individual that I'm going to say this about. And I'm not going to say whether they're cool or not. I'm just explaining to you what somebody told me. And I do not know if it's true. I think I said enough of this. But I know people still going to lie and say I know people are going to still lie, so it don't matter. In any regard, allegedly, Shotty told and snitched on Casanova 2 times and the Gorilla Stone Bloods. Allegedly. I don't know for this to be true. I have no idea about this. Somebody told me this shit. So I'm saying all that to say this. Let's say what they're saying is correct for one moment. I'm not saying it is correct. I'm not saying Shotty's a snitch. Somebody else called Shotty a snitch. Remember, I'm not saying it. But if Shotty did do this, could there be a chance that everybody got favorable treatment because of what Shotty did? Huntori Mosley, because you busy trying to put it on Cuda. But everybody got favorable treatment, with the exception of the attempt murder and the people that went to trial. They were literally going to give Harv 7 years. Harv had a 7-year deal on the table. If that's true, then Shotty was looking out for everybody. I don't know if that's true. That's why Shotty should have interviewed with me. Do you understand why Shotty should have interviewed with me? I know him and his people think that I'm going to be trying to kill them or be bad or try, but I'm not. I'm not that guy, fam. I'm not that guy. I really just want to do a good journalistic, do good journalism. I'm not that guy. I promise you, if Shotty would have interviewed with me, his name would be a lot more prominent right now, today, in hip-hop. I promise you. That's because y'all don't know the people that watch the page. Why do you think every time we're doing something over here dope, all the big names pull up on me? You think they were just only watching when I'm doing that? Or do you think that they pull up in here every once in a while and watch it on occasion? Because I could tell you what happens. They're actually watching on occasion. They actually pull up whenever I'm talking about certain things because they respect my take on it. Just so we can be clear. I had a whole interview set up that I wanted to do with Shotty. And I'm not going to lie. The shit would have made him look like a hero. But they didn't want to pull up on me. So it is what it is. I had a whole interview set up with Tekashi 6ix9ine. And he was going to also look like a hero. But in a different way. They just did an interview with me. I'm a Kingmaker fan. If y'all notice, I'm never really trying to tear nobody down. I'm only trying to big people up. I'm a Kingmaker fan. Think about all the people that y'all didn't even know existed until I brought them on this platform. And then all of a sudden, what happened? They got good up. They was able to do YouTube until they stopped dealing with me. Now they can't even do YouTube. Don't let that go over your head. How many people you never knew about that I put on YouTube, and then they was doing YouTube and they was doing fine with YouTube until they stopped fucking with me, until they stopped taking my advice. You can say whatever you want, but those are facts. You can hate all you want, but those are facts. I was taking niggas that had barely no education. Their whole education is street education. And I mean, you need street education. So that's an education. They had no formal education. Nothing. And I was snatching niggas up and putting them on the internet and blowing them niggas up. Think about that when you got people telling you that I don't have any talent. I not only have talent, I know how to fucking witness talent. I know how to recognize talent. Pardon me. Just keep that in mind when people tell you I should quit. We wouldn't have Snow Billy. Y'all wouldn't have got CK. Y'all wouldn't have got a couple of the other people that I just really don't want to mention name. Think about that for one moment. These dudes wouldn't even know who was one of the first niggas having paperwork parties. Who was one of the first people having paperwork parties? So every single platform that does paperwork parties. So come on, fam. You can say what you want. You can tell people all the lies you want to tell them. Those people that's believing the lies and going with the lies, you hurting them more than you hurting me. Even though you hurting me financially, you're hurting them more because you're turning them away from God. So you're hurting them way more than you hurt me. It ain't even close. I'm just getting hurt financially. They being hurt, they getting turned away from God. And they're choosing to turn their backs on shit that's righteous. So you're hurting them way more than you hurt me. Anyway, anything else y'all want to discuss, put it in the chat. Anything else y'all want to discuss, put it in the chat. There was an apostle that tried to commit suicide. Y'all know that, right? I forgot which one it is. Somebody look that up for me real quick. One of Jesus's apostles tried to kill themselves. So I just want to throw that out there for everybody that thinks that if somebody has those thoughts, you're supposed to treat them badly. I just want to throw that out there so you can understand when I say you're turning people away from God, you really are turning people away from God. You might not care, but some of these people care about God. And you just converting them you just converting them. So I don't know what to say. Shout out to that shit. Maybe they was always supposed to be converted, right? It's God's will. These are just people who they were faking like they were with God. That's why they so easily leave the platform. They were faking. God showed them me doing miracles. They show me knowing stuff that I shouldn't know. They show me telling y'all stuff that's gonna happen, and then it happens. We almost 2 hours in. Is there anybody here that has anything that y'all want to talk about? If y'all don't, I'm in 2 minutes. I'm getting off the live. There's nothing else for us to discuss in about 2 minutes. I'm getting off the live. Is there anything else that y'all want to discuss? I'm assuming the only people that's gonna comment right now is the people that want me dead. Is there anything else y'all want to discuss? Okay, there's nothing else that y'all guys want to discuss. I'm gonna let y'all go. I might go live later. I don't know. It depends on if I don't know if I'm gonna want to deal with all the hate. So I might not go live later. But if I feel like dealing with all the hate, maybe I'll go live later. I can't guarantee anything. I want to start doing the Tonight Show again. Um, I'll probably do a Tonight Show tonight. Uh, but I'm not gonna lie with you. I don't really be feeling like dealing with the hate. So that's why I don't be doing. That's why I don't do more shows. I don't want to deal with the hate. I'm just being honest with you. Um, it's much easier to deal with the hate when you get support, right? So I don't really get. I get like 90-10. I get 90 hate, 95% hate, 10%, 5%, maybe 3% support, 97% hate. That's what I get. So, it is what it is. I'm gonna let y'all go. Everybody enjoy your day. Go do something meaningful. I am going to probably just go try to smoke something so I can stop thinking about some of these thoughts that are in my head. Everybody enjoy your day. Go out there, try to do something good in the world. There are a lot of evil people, fam. There's like a ton of them in that key food. Like, I think they only hire people that's evil over there. Like, there's a couple of good people. The people that work behind the food register, where I go back get the food from. I don't get food from over there no more. But those guys, they pretty good. I like those guys. They pretty good. They got this one lady that deal with the frozen section. She's usually putting the food up when I come in the store. She's good. But generally speaking, like, the people that's in running that place over there, they pretty evil. I don't think I feel like dealing with their shit today, so I'm not going in that store. Anyway, go out there, go do something positive, stamp God's name on it. There just really are not that many good people in the world. We need more. There's not really that many people in the world that care about God. We need more. There's really not that many people in the world that want to do the right thing. We need more. Be the change that we need in the world. Don't be the thing that we need to escape from. Like, comment, subscribe. Join the notification game. Hashtag Bronx Bombers. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you. That's all I got on this one. I'm out.